My girlfriend. Yeah, that was
My girlfriend. I was just watching Traders the other day, and I was like,
about?
it's
I've been told to watch that.
My God.
It's
the
like different like
concept-
reality celebrities.
I've seen like a smaller version of the concept of this show on like a Korean game show, but it's the entire show is you have to hide within the cat. It's like 18, 19 people from different reality shows, and the goal is to last till the end undercover as a trader, and everyone else is trying to figure out who the trader
so it's like
is.
a human Guess Who.
Oh yeah, I know that show.
It's like a human Guess Who.
Yeah.
For however many episodes. Each episode is an hour.
Cheers.
You do challenges. You do all types of.
I got my Gatorade.
Oh yeah. Cheers to the girl. Cheers. Cheers to the girl. Oh, it's the Sunday.
It's a Sunday.
I love.
And
yeah.
you have to uncover the traders by the end of the thing, or they take all the money. And so
the money that
it's
they
all
get-
about trust, friendships, like it's backstabbing.
The money that
It's
they get
fucked
does
up.
go to
My
them
favorite
or does it go
things.
to a charity.
Love,
It's
friendship,
basically
community,
how good can you be a liar?
backstabbing.
How good can you be a
Love it.
sociopath?
I heard Bob the Drag King was really good on that show.
I heard he was really bad.
To get the job done, I'll stab you in the back. I have a thirst for blood.
Really?
Yes, he was just on a podcast recently, Evie Oddly's podcast, where they were like chastising him, like you played it so over the
Safe?
top.
Oh.
No, over the top, because he's very opinionated, obviously.
Oh.
And so on the show, if you get chosen as spoiler, as a trader, you have to go undercover. You can't let anyone suspect it's you. You gotta pretend like, yeah, I wonder who it is, girl.
Okay.
It's, I think it's Samantha.
Okay. So as someone who is good at being an actress,
It's strategy.
Y'all know, as I've played Chameleon, chameleon.
That fucking game.
That game.
You are pretty good at that game.
What is it called?
I think it's called Chameleon.
Just Chameleon.
I want to like on
wanna-
record.
you wanna
hate
get
that.
it.
That game
On record, I am not.
gives me anxiety.
I'm not a fucking liar. I'm not a liar. I'm not deceitful. However,
Chameleon.
chameleon.
I think it depends
Being
on
an
the group of
actress
people you're playing with.
Just
though.
comes naturally to me though. Yeah, I know what type of facial expressions I need to do
Yeah.
to come off believable to my girlies. So,
do.
Yeah. So when y'all like
the whole game is about having a poker face.
Yeah.
From the moment you get first day, right? Everyone sits at a round table, blindfolds. Alan Cumming walks around and taps the people on the back of the shoulder if you're a trader. There's 3.
Oh right, okay.
And your job is as soon as those blindfolds come off, you have to be like, oh, well, I wonder who it is.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, inside, you're like, your heart is like, you're like, oh my God, it's me. But you're like, I can't let them know it's me. So
Not
you
my
have
heart.
to have the best poker face the whole
best.
time. So
The
every
best.
time after you murder someone, you get an opportunity every night after a banishing to murder people with your fellow traders. You're like, who are we gonna kill today?
And that's what I'm saying. Like I don't.
Because you want to dwindle the faithfuls numbers.
Right, and get them eliminated and not.
And you're playing for money, so
Yeah.
you have
You're
to play
playing for
real.
so much money. It's $250,000. It's so much
Does it
money.
go to them?
I don't know if
Or
that's a
does
lot
it
of.
go to, like, a
Okay, maybe
charity?
for me.
So it
And
goes
this
to them.
economy though,
Oh.
I don't know if that's a lot of money for me to be like pretending.
So
like,
the way it works is on the last day, right? If there's any
last day.
if there's any traders left, it'll go to the traders. But
Fair.
if you get rid of all the traders by the end and it's only faithfuls in your circle and you lock it in, you're like, no, there's no traders in this. Like I trust everyone here. And you lock in your answer and there's still a trader left, those traders get all the money.
Oh.
So basically, what I want to ask
That's
you is,
fucked up.
It's a
Are
game
you-
of trust.
what
and
I want to
lying.
ask is, are you a trader?
You suspicious looking character. You're acting among us, bro.
Are you
For
a
$250,000, hell yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I think that's not a lot of money.
When you look at the woman who won season 1,
Mm-hmm.
she expert. Round of applause.
Wasn't
Serene.
Phaedra on one season?
Maybe. I
Frasier?
need to watch Phaedra, like Housewives.
Don't know her. So like we were talking about stars,
Yes.
and I wanted to like talk about this star in particular because I feel like
A particular star.
yeah, a particular star because I feel like we talked about it before the podcast, and I've been seeing a lot of conversation around this person, and I've been seeing like the conversation around this person has been very like interesting to see people's perspective,
A lot of people.
and also to see how people feel about celebrities when they are dealing with their own mental health, their own like issues, which is humane. and that person is Lil Nas X, Montero, as I call him, because we're sisters apparently. And like I've been seeing a lot of people like, first of all, like I've been seeing the situation with him getting arrested in LA, seemingly under the influence. No, like that has not been confirmed or denied. I guess it's alleged or whatever. Not like he's like he's not like, what's the word, under investigation per se, but it seems like he was under the influence. And this is not the first time that we have probably seen him in some type of like compromising situation on media, in the media. But what's interesting to me is seeing, and obviously like y'all can tell me your perspective on it.
Well, if y'all don't know, Lil Nas X was caught roaming the streets of LA in his underwear, just
shouting at cop cars, taking
walking.
photos.
Yeah, I think he was just
fans
walking
naked.
Yeah.
Well, half naked. He had underwear. He has his underwear on.
No, at some
and then
point
he took it off.
fully
He was
naked.
fully naked.
Miss Jackson.
Yeah.
Near the highway.
Okay. Yeah. Before I actually thought it wasn't real. Like the first day, I thought it was like a marketing gimmick, but now I'm like,
did a lot of people.
And then got arrested and he was taken to jail.
Sent to the hospital too.
And,
Okay, I wasn't aware that he went fully naked.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything like that. But I think the issue is what my concern is for my people, queer people in general. It's just interesting to see on social media how many people really championed his demise or championed his I feel like everyone just found solace and like community in the ability to realize that they were right in saying that like, oh yeah, he was on drugs. I knew it. But it's like,
No, I'm saying it is.
okay,
I mean, it's-
what are we doing next? Are we just outing people or making this an issue because we were right, or are we using our voices as a community to kind of be like, wow, some celebrities, especially Black queer people, are going through it the same way we are.
yeah, clearly he needs help.
He needs help or some type of like. I thought to myself the minute I saw that, I was like, where is his friends? And I also thought to myself, when you're a celebrity in these circles, what do your friends look like?
Not even just friends, but the people that were recording him, and it was just like, are you not
seeing his state?
Yeah, and the first thing you do is pull out your phone
You're
and
so
not even help the guy.
fascinated by the fact that it's Lil Nas.
Right,
you
like you
forget
clearly see that
it's
something
a
is wrong
human
with
being
him.
that needs help.
Yeah.
Right, and the first thing the first thing you thought to do is to make a TikTok.
Yeah.
Like
with him.
And I wonder like what my concern of what I've been seeing on social media is seeing people justifying him,
his irrational behavior.
Well, that, but also people justifying or trying to connect his lack of religious respect, or I guess whatever, as to why he deserves this, why he's in this mental state.
What's the
Like
correlation?
he asked for it or something.
Yeah, they're like, oh, that's what you get for playing with God, or blah
Yeah.
blah blah. But what saddens me is that people who are also religious and that believe in their God, their deity, whatever, use that as a reason to alienate him even further.
Yeah, I think it's tough to see people sensationalize anyone's downfall, whether it was like Lindsay Lohan back in the day or whether it's Lil Nas X
Amanda
now.
Bynes, yeah.
Whoever
Macaulay
is having
Culkin.
a really hard time in the spotlight, especially considering like so many people resent him for having a #1 spot and beating Mariah or whatever the case was. With Old Town Road, and that being like such a popular song and shooting him into success and fame. And now I've seen over the past year since he started releasing new music, and it's more like vehemently queer. And like, it's very gay. It's like very pro. He doesn't hide it anymore.
It's very pro.
People don't want to support it anymore.
It's
And it's almost like this is now affirming. Oh well, he wasn't making good music anyway. Or he wasn't talented anyway. Or that was just a one off.
I would say like seeing in real time the Black queer communities be very divided with what they're willing to accept is very concerning to me, because one minute we want acceptance and we want to be in a space that is that is very much reminiscent of the communities that we're in and that we feel normalized because we are normal people, but in the same breath kind of like chastise and alienate people who are trying to be authentically themselves, but also in the media or media, music, media, media, music, media, whatever it is, and like see our perspective on what we think is acceptable just be projected onto one person.
Yeah.
And there's different versions of being queer. And I'm not saying that, like, again, I'm not religious, so I don't know what was, like, let me ask you guys who are religious, like, what was your I'm done, what was, like, what was the point where you've reached with Lil Nas that you feel like you can no longer support him? Because I feel like now in this light where he's obviously in a tough pickle, I can't believe I said,
very vulnerable spot.
Yeah.
granted, I'm not a Bible thumper, but I do see sometimes his art does
It pushes the envelope. It's very provocative.
the envelope is pushed and is reaching some people that I feel like may not like it, and I understand. But I don't think, and again, I'm not someone that I feel like, even if I was Catholic or religious or whatever, I still cannot conceptualize a space where bullying someone or wanting their, like, enjoying their current state, negative or not,
or chastising them for
and enjoying it.
I
Yeah.
also think there's also a double standard
moment.
because when you see someone like Doja Cat doing damn near almost the same antics,
same thing,
but she's not getting the backlash that he
was
is.
demonized, but
not as much as he is, but I think it's
back,
simply because he's gay.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. And that's what we are afraid to admit is the problem as well, especially in our own community, that I just find it very interesting that, like,
There's some intersectionalities
that at play. And it's like, can we admit that though to ourselves and the wider community, that, like, we don't like him, and I'm saying we on a general note, like, I love him. I don't care when he's being over the top. If it's not my tea, that's the thing too. If it's not my tea, I don't even look.
turn the
That
TV
part.
off.
I turn the TV. Listen,
Click.
get the off the TV. I'm not watching that. Like, literally. But you girlies would, like, hate him and talk about him and champion his demise. But then in the same breath, what's kind of, like, disappointing to me and saddening to me is that after you see that same person needs help or that they're not doing well, all of a sudden everyone who has a diploma in mental health is just talking about, I hope he's doing well. There's a bunch of, like, I've never seen this many fan pages for Lil Nas X in the last 5 days that I have seen in the last 2 years for him. Like, the way I've seen so many supportive pages, they're like, get well soon. I'm like,
Now.
bitch, where were you when he
But
needed...
there are all those people who, like you said, like, are within the community who also want to see his demise, and it's just like, now I gotta watch out for you.
And I
Like,
don't,
Why do you think that
Like,
is?
Don't know.
I don't
have
think
no
it's
answer for that.
misogyny,
I don't know.
homophobia, racism,
All
color,
bit of internalized homophobia.
yeah, I think Selama's right.
Or like,
religion.
it could be religion.
a mix of both. Yeah,
It could be a
I
lot
think
of
it's all of the
things,
above.
or it could just be like someone's not attracted to him, just like, well, because
That is the most pervasive issue in the gay community. Is if they're not fuckable, we don't want to support them. If they're not fuckable, we don't want to be friends with them. We don't want to give them their flowers. We don't want to support them or check
we
on
don't.
them.
Yeah,
and see if
we don't
they're
align.
okay.
We don't align ourselves. And I think
We don't want anyone in our friend circle that's not fuckable.
Yeah, and I think to you and Terry's point,
Why do you what?
it's correct, because, like, I think if we're really clocking some tea, like, there's not a lot of Lil Nas X in the music industry. Even if we don't align ourselves with him. The thing is, what I'm realizing, because every gay, and I think we mentioned this before, more lighthearted, every queer person thinks just by being queer that they are musician experts,
Better than everyone.
they're theater experts, they're in the arts.
Gay audacity.
Yeah, it's gay audacity, and the gay audacity, I feel like it goes to a really concerning part where you're like, you don't have the know-how, the vernacular, and the experience, or even
the degree
credibility to even, like, speak on musicians in that way. Because, I mean, if we're really going deeper, you deciding what a musician should do is crazy in and of itself. Like, you could ever tell me what to do? You could ever tell me what to do? If I'm singing Mary Had a Little Lamb, and then you tell me to sing Itsy Bitsy Spider.
Itsy Bitsy Spider crowd, then my booty crack.
Bitch, I'm singing Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Right. Just like Joe Scott said, if you can tell me what to do, you can tell me what to do.
Then you can tell me what to do.
But if you can't tell me what to do, you cannot tell me
what to do.
Like, what is wrong with us? I think, and like, why I'm concerned and I'm so passionate about this particular conversation is because in the last 4 days, and this episode will be a week and a half from now, but like in the last 4 days in real time, I've seen a concerning amount of hate and like judging towards him, and the opinions and the think pieces, because y'all love y'all think pieces on Twitter, chat.
Yeah.
The think pieces have been really concerning, where I'm like,
and it'd be so elaborate.
do we hate everything?
What have we seen some of them saying?
I know for the most part, I've seen a lot of people like, you know, be concerned for his
his well-being,
his mental health. But there are a lot of people just like, he's just doing this for a stunt. This is for publicity.
I did see somebody say it was publicity.
Okay, so guilty.
Just
like the first couple hours I saw it on TMZ, I was like, is this real?
But I feel like when you see it on TMZ,
you cannot be for real. Oh my God, you for real? No, you for fake. No, you for real.
TMZ, that's more concerning.
No, but he has been so like, what's the word? Like he
erratic?
pushes the boundaries.
Yeah.
With like,
Yeah, but
And I understand that, and not to cut you off.
Okay.
Go ahead, but like,
and the video wasn't. The video I saw was with him like singing and like saying things that somebody might say if they're sober, but like just like real extra.
real.
Yeah.
It looked kind of like,
Yeah,
are you
I'm
good?
like, is this?
I would agree. I think and you girlies could correct me if I'm wrong, because I really not. I might be on social media, but I'm not on social media, to be honest. I did see like months ago, in like February or March, that he did post like a check-in or update on his like music, his life, and he did seem
From home.
Yeah.
He was talking-
Yes.
Was it
I've been
around his
seeing
face
those
paralysis
too.
stuff?
Yeah.
Too.
well around that
Face
time, and he had like a
He was
cerebral.
hospitalized because he had like some kind of.
Is it cerebral? No, is it cerebral palsy? Or cerebral palsy? I forgot what it's called.
Facial paralysis in like
Yeah,
January.
because Justin Bieber had that too. But yeah,
Oh, and one side was like,
yeah.
kind of like if he had a stroke or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay,
But
okay.
my thing is, like, I remember around that time, he did like a little like video
I forgot about that.
doing a little bit of an update, and myself included. Sorry, Lil Nas. My girl looked like he was under the influence. But like, God forbid a girl want to drink a little wine before filming. But like, my thing is, well, and I'll move on after this because like I could talk about this all day. But like, my thing with with the community as well, and I'm saying particularly the Black or POC community, is that like if anyone looks a little bit like shifted or like not themselves, drugs is always the go-to for the girls. Like, and I see it all the time, and I'm like, as someone who's done everything under the sun for fun, that's kind of it.
Period poo.
I think that's kind of every gay's drug. It's not just drug, but partying.
I know,
Like,
but my thing is like, why
gays
is
live
that?
for the party.
Yeah, and love it too.
Because it's reliable. It's always there. It picks you back up.
Yeah, but my issue is, and the girls can
Gays
be
live
right
for a
as well.
party.
I'm not even saying like the girls are wrong, but what I'm not appreciating is that every time someone is going through something, or they seem like they're going through something, or they're more talkative on camera, whatever the fuck, the initial thing to blame, it must be drugs.
Yeah.
Tina. It's
Yeah.
blah blah blah. It's Pokemon trees. It's
I
this and
actually
that.
got that once.
Yeah.
Well, people think that. Well, you
Everyone
know how I
always
get.
automatically
No,
thinks
I
it.
get when I'm drunk, but they assume that I was
Or not drunk.
doing substances.
Yeah, I mean,
Interesting.
you could be awake and I think you're on drugs, girl.
Because he's high on life.
Literally.
Yeah.
Well,
I think everyone just wants to think like,
sure,
this
but
isn't like this is
also
an
think-
escape to
Yeah.
another.
Yeah.
But I also think it is where it's a situation where I believe, and again, in the comments below, let me know. Let's discuss it. I believe that queer people, queer Black people, queer POC, don't know how to have a conversation around someone's mental health, or cases where their mental health is a concern, but it's also past the expectation that drugs might be involved. Like, they just can't conceptualize a concept. That's redundant, but they cannot conceptualize a situation
Like,
where
it's always accusatory.
yeah, it's like it's drugs, and I'm like,
Rather than
we don't know.
Talk to me.
What else is going
Yeah,
on?
yeah, there's other stuff, and like
Well, a lot of us never grew up with that.
There's no nuance, girl.
No, I'm saying, but like, even when it comes to like talking about, even with mental health, especially if you're a person of color, like you didn't have the space to even express how you would really feel, because you would either be considered a sissy, or especially among us, like the queer POC, you be considered a sissy or like
Punk.
A punk.
Yeah, or punk.
A punk.
So having those type
love
of
that word.
conversations would
That's
be
like-
very weird.
That's one word that's stuck around since I was a kid.
Oh, I just
Stop
like
being a punk.
Stop being. I just love the pronunciation. A punk.
A punk.
Yeah, but like,
That's
I don't
such a
know.
good music
I just
thing.
want better for my community. It is my community. I love being a part of it. Make no mistake, I will always champion, advocate, and defend the LGBTQ plus community. Sorry, LGBTQIA plus community. However, stop. Like, stop.
Yeah.
Like, because like, Lil Nas is just a small issue
Yeah.
of our problem on a bigger level, a bigger
Yeah.
scale.
Yeah, I
It's
think
like-
that's why we're bringing it up too. Is
Yeah.
because I think we as gay people love to focus on being hypercritical and the negative.
Yeah, we love
Instead
tea.
of
We love
focusing,
tea.
we love tea.
We
We
love
love seeing
tea.
people slip up. We
Yeah.
love seeing people fall.
And don't get me wrong, I love seeing I love seeing bitches slip up. However,
Right.
But like, it's also good to spread love and peace and community.
Yeah.
And,
But
like,
I think it's also
there's
hard
positives, too.
having these conversations, especially when people have different opinions amongst the same group of friends, because that can also cause some type of friction between people. Because also from one simple opinion, especially if you have a different background of belief or all that other jazz. But like, how do y'all feel about that? Like, if you had if there was a serious situation and everyone had like a different opinion and someone didn't agree with your opinion because they're your friend, like how do you feel about cutting that person off?
if they didn't agree with like my perception of something.
Yeah.
I feel like the Lil Nas thing is it's interesting because like it has showed me friends and people that I know mutually from social media that I don't feel like we share the same opinion. But I feel like I personally haven't encountered a scenario where this has now kind of like permeated into conversations with my closer friends. But I would say it has allowed me to realize how to disagree with people without allowing my perspective to distance myself from them as a person because we don't share the same perspective. And I think that's a difficult thing to navigate. The more I become friends with more queer people in particular, because we're very opinionated, and I've seen that like you have to really justify your point.
That's the
Yeah.
thing. Everybody thinks they're right.
Everyone thinks they're right.
Yeah.
No one wants to bend.
No one wants to bend. No, who's gonna do the bending? Not me.
Who doing the
I'm totally
bending?
not.
Not me.
So you
you the bend.
Yeah, and is. But but yeah, that's a good point. Like I feel like to kind of transition into like that conversation of like whether we disagree with someone or not in different topics, I feel like disagreeing with someone is very
It could be healthy.
it could be healthy, but I've learned and I realized like when you disagree with a friend, it can go either way. And I feel like
Oh yeah.
I feel like you and I have had disagreements. And
Yes. Very recently.
very recently. And I feel like with our disagreements, I feel like we have never like treaded on each other's like respect. I feel like I've never like, and again, we can talk about it now. Like I don't think I've ever like disrespected you where I'm like, I don't give a what you say.
Yeah.
This is what I say, blah, 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 blah.
We're always speaking our truth.
Yeah.
But still maintaining respect.
Yeah. And I
and
think,
understanding.
yeah. And I think that's the initial point. I think with queer friendships sometimes, as I've seen them in real time, that like it's funny saying we because it's actually not me, but like we, in a general sense, are so adamant on making our point known to the other person where we're not allowing ourselves to get the person, listen and respect the person's point of view, and also respond in kind.
Yeah.
It's like
I think it's also very common that we as gay people feel immediately misunderstood.
Yeah.
immediately like off gate, like, oh, you just like you write somebody off because you're like, oh, you're not even listening, like you don't hear anything I have to say, I feel misunderstood. The complex comes on, and then you're just like in that space you were in when you were like, you know, however many years old before you started doing the work. Right. Whereas like sometimes it helps to just sit, listen, receive,
active listening.
I think a lot of us
don't react.
I think a lot of us are so emotionally like tethered to our opinions or the things that we say, especially in an argument, in a conflict scenario, where we're just unwilling to see a situation where we're not trying to win it, like we're not
or the center of the
I feel like we're always, even myself included, I have been like actively learning to not make myself the epicenter of the argument.
Wow.
Yeah, thank you. I want
a round of applause.
I want everyone to clap for me. Thank you. Selama, few clapping noises. Yeah, I feel like, and I told you this, like I recently I had a call with you and I was like, girl, like I did some thinking and I was like, you know what? I apologize. That was
That was very recently, a couple days ago. And that was very like caught me off guard. And I was like,
not off guard, like I do apologize. I do apologize.
No, not like that. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Okay, because I was like, I think I personally am someone that if I am wrong or if I feel like I could have adjusted something, I do apologize. Like I don't think no one ever clocked me for being like, yeah, she lied. Like I am, and I've learned this from a long time ago that you don't have to win. I think queer people are very cemented in their like, I don't have
to be right.
Like if you don't win, you lose.
You lose, and I'm like, you
That's
guys.
That's not true.
Yeah, because like you win, but like at what cost now? Like that person's no longer your friend.
Yeah, and also, why do you need to win?
Why do you need to win? And
or lose.
I feel like there has to be a justifying middle ground.
Yeah,
where we don't have to agree on each other. We can agree with each other's points, but we also could agree to disagree. Yeah, respectfully.
Yeah. Agreeing to disagree is really my motto in life. Yeah, in my relationships, in my friendships, I don't need to agree with you on everything, so long as you respect that I'm good. I don't.
Yeah, I don't. And I've learned and I've seen recently in other scenarios that like, I think when we have realized that we've been treated wrong, that we expect everyone else to be on our side, and like, and again, if it's wrong, it's wrong. Like if you've been treated wrong, that's an obvious scenario that we can agree on.
Right.
But the intricacies of that scenario, if I don't agree with every single thing, that doesn't mean that I also have to be the person's enemy as well. Yeah. Like you guys aren't good, and I understand that.
What about the converse, where you actually have a falling out?
The inverse?
Inverse. What did I say?
No, I mean skip
the
that.
Inverse.
Yeah. I was like, wait,
inverse.
I was like,
not
wait.
the shoe, but
the converse.
The converse, where you actually have a falling out with a friend because you couldn't come to terms, you couldn't agree on something. Has that ever happened? You've had a falling out with a friend?
Yes, but not over
or disagreement.
More so.
Hello.
I've gone through it now a couple times.
I have gone through a lot,
and it's so unfortunate.
I have gone through a lot recently, and like, I was telling one of my other friends, and I hope I didn't cut off your story.
No, because I'm still thinking like around the era, like what the friendship. I think we both realized that the friendship was not a real. We were friends by association.
Oh yeah.
So that's what kept the friendship going.
I have some of those, but I'm like recently discovering that I want to realign. I want to reshape them or like change them up a bit so that they're in the proper section, I guess. I'm trying to compartmentalize my friendships a bit more because
they're in the right box.
Yeah, because recently and like again,
I'm wrong for doing that.
I know, but you're wrong because you're wrong because
tell her, girl.
Because Terry compartmentalized his friendships. What I'm talking about is I compartmentalize the new friendships I have and where they need to go. Because sometimes I'm like, I love making friends, but that doesn't mean that every person needs to be my friend. Okay. They can be. I think I'm adjusting the fact that
like the ones in the developing stages.
Yeah, sometimes they could be a friend.
Putting them on the sidelines.
Yeah, they can be an acquaintance. They can be a video game friend. It can be, and I feel like compartmentalizing them in different areas is fine. Once that is something that I feel like is mutually communicated. Yeah, because I find it would be very embarrassing if like I called you my friend, but you don't call me your friend, and vice versa. And I make sure that you know that you're not my friend, and vice versa.
Well, there's also varying levels.
Yeah, of friendship.
Friend.
Yeah.
Because you could call so many people your friend, but that means something completely different to both of you.
Yeah. And I've had a situation like that recently, where I was telling one of my friends over lunch, like this week or last week, I guess, that because I find myself, I don't like to make an enemy out of anyone unless you want to make an enemy out of me, and that's a poor decision. But I find that it's such an interesting thing when
I might have done that.
Yeah, don't make an enemy out of me, girl.
No, not you.
Oh, okay.
But
I mean, obviously, you're alive.
Just in case.
You're alive, so you have not made an enemy out of me, girl. I died. Where two of my friends were no longer talking, or they're not friends anymore, whatever the case may be. And I felt like I was battling with my sense of loyalty and my sense of like transparency between them. Because I didn't want to like, because they were both my friends and we're in the same group in a way, I didn't want to have any of them feel that anything that they were saying to me was being said to anybody else or said to them, you know. And I've been kind of like dealing with what makes a true friend. And I don't know if you guys know this quote, "A friend to all is a friend to none." I think you know that one.
Never
So
heard of it.
okay, so a friend
Makes
to all,
sense.
yeah, a friend to all is a friend to none. And I don't really agree with that notion per se, but I also do agree with it to a degree, where like that is true.
Because like, how do you measure how close you are with someone if that love or whatever is spread with like 100 people?
And I understand that, but I also in the inverse, I would argue like, how do you determine whether or not someone is loyal or not loyal? Because let's say you two are no longer friends, and you tell me what you're comfortable telling me, but Adrian's also telling me what he's comfortable telling me. How does the person in the middle navigate the loyalty between these individual friendships that are no longer friends? As a
you know how to navigate different hangouts and
different sense of like, is there a different sense? Do you feel like there's a different sense of loyalty for that? Like, do you guys think there's something else that you have to do you feel like you have to walk on eggshells or kind of like deal or navigate it differently?
I don't think so. I would
Neither
never
do I.
expect.
No.
I would never in my life expect one of my close friends to not stop being friends with somebody because I stopped being friends with them.
Yeah,
I think that is the most immature high school bullshit I've ever heard in my life.
And
I
I
didn't even
see
do it
it.
in high school.
But I see it a lot in the queer community where it's like, you guys had an argument.
So long as the offense is not like
radiating, like
you know, what's the I don't know how to even.
But I think that
describe
depends
it, but, like,
on each friend's personality.
So scorching hot that like, ooh, that was bad.
My thing is like, if you SA'd somebody, I feel like that's some ethical and
or you
moral
went
thing.
back on your word on something.
That feel like that has,
which can have varying levels.
Yeah, I
to
feel
it
like
too.
yeah, I feel like that
Depends
has,
on the conditions.
But if you said like, I promise not to do something, and then they did something,
that's fair. But like, I feel like if you let's say
because like word is bond to me.
that, and me too, word is bond.
Same.
But I feel like if there was a misconstrusion between two friends, and that like they're no longer friends, I feel like, why does it have to be a thing where if you guys are venting to me about your like the friendship that's gone, I don't want y'all to feel that that's being conveyed to like to each other, you know? And I feel like in the community sometimes people feel like you can't be friends with two people without choosing a side, and I'm like, that's not realistic, you know?
Who told you that?
I think so long as it's not like you're friends with somebody and their ex, like you don't need to stay friends with the ex. But if it's two friends who you both were friends with, everyone was on the same level before things went south, that's your prerogative if you want to stay friends with that person.
And I also want like add to this. I feel like if there's something going on between two friends and they're having a disagreement,
that ain't none of my business.
That's none of your business. And also like other friends around like in close proximity to the whatever, mind your business too.
Yes.
But if you decide to stay friends with my ex after we're broken up, you can go to hell.
Honestly, hell's where you belong, and that's where you'll stay.
Like if you're gonna ride hard for that man,
Yeah.
Yes.
Same. And also, like,
Okay.
if I don't like somebody anymore.
see.
Yeah, if I don't like somebody as well, like if we're no longer friends, and this
I
is
see
a
how
thing
it
in the
is.
community, if we're no longer friends, girl, and there was a nigga that I liked, or I told you I liked,
And you
whatever,
go pursue them?
and you pursue them because we're no longer friends,
Messy.
the
Yeah.
way that I'll kill you,
Death to all of them.
Yeah.
Go home and get the gun.
Talking about-
the way that you'll die,
Because
don't
they
make it
know
about boys.
don't make it
personally.
about boys, sister. Well, not sister.
Bro.
Don't make it about boys, non-sister.
Bros over
One thing I
hoes.
won't fight over is a man.
I'm not fighting over a man.
That's one thing
I'm
I
not even
won't
fighting
ever
over
do.
it. It's like,
It's
like-
me trying to picture losing a friendship over a guy.
You know.
or like not even like
Over a
losing
boy?
over one. It's like we're already no longer friends, and
Yeah.
you've decided, even if it's coincidence, you have decided to like engage with somebody that you know that you weren't gonna engage with them unless.
Stick salt in the wound.
Yeah, it's like you weren't even in close proximity to this
Mhm.
person, until like I told you about this person.
Yeah.
And again, not petty, nothing about being petty, nothing. It's just the principality of it
Yeah.
all. Yeah, look up that word.
It's
Principality.
the principle.
That'd be
Yeah.
some up shit though.
So that's for me is like, you're not really a friend, girl.
Yeah.
You just came to have fun.
That'll cause real friction.
Yeah.
and-
I just think there's more. I just think there's a lot more emotional intelligence, and I think a lot of us need to be a lot. We have to come out of ourselves. When it comes to like disagreeing with friends, I've learned that a lot with like. Hold on.
Sometimes
that a
it's
lot.
not even being the bigger person. It's just staying like respecting yourself.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to agree with what you're saying, but to add to it, I think personally, there's more to having your point understood and having your perspective acknowledged by somebody else is important. But I always feel like, only because I'm Korean, I can only speak about my own community. I feel like a lot of us are so headstrong and determined to get our point out that we're unwilling to be vulnerable and to allow vulnerability to take place when it comes to like letting it go and just moving on.
What I don't understand is
What I
when
don't get.
you're having conflict with a friend, right? And it's been prolonged, like it's been going for a long time. Where it started as a miscommunication. You wanted to nip it in the bud. They brought it up to you, and then they decide to be avoidant and say, "Oh, I'm not ready to talk about it right now."
That's
Yeah.
not fair.
That's not only not fair. That's so crazy to me, especially going on multiple years of friendship.
Yeah.
Where someone says, you did something that offended me or bothered me or whatever the case was, and you're like, whoa, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Also, that happened months ago.
Yeah.
You're just telling me
OT,
now.
yeah.
Number one. Number
So
two,
you've held on to this.
you've held on to this, are now bringing it up to me out of the blue over text, where I can't defend myself, I can't talk to you, I can't give you a hug and
Over
say I'm
text.
sorry. Over text, and then when you say, hey, let's talk about this.
No.
Like let's talk this out. Let's handle this. You say I'm not ready right now. I'm going through a lot right now.
Yeah. Oh, I would say
That's a
though, like,
cop-out.
Adrian,
This is crazy to me.
if
This
it's
is
one
where my crazy is gonna start to kick
one
in.
per,
I love when a nigga play in my face and I get the final laugh.
I think the only person that
And it's valid.
I know who loves to like, I'm like very hot blooded. Like if I'm
Absolutely.
I'm arguing, but I'm talking about you. But Adrian in particular, like after we like argue and we're upset, Adrian loves to hug. Adrian like loves to like
And I love that.
and I can't do that. Like I think the day after I'm fine, but after we argue, cause I be cussing him out, and vice versa. And then after we cuss each other out, he's like, "Mwah, I love you." I'm like, "Girl, you."
And I'm like,
Mwah.
fuck you too.
Yeah, fuck. I'm like, give me a day. But like he's like
Right.
ready to like hug.
I
And,
don't want a day.
like he's
I want
like,
to make out.
Yeah, he's like ready to. He's ready, you want to kiss? Yeah.
Okay, just. What is this? Give me a hug. Give me a hug. I need this.
And I'm like, girl, I need 5 seconds
Weak.
to like.
No, because
to wish
you
ill
better
on-
believe.
I'm like, I'm ready to wish ill.
You
on
better
you.
believe.
Yeah.
You better believe that right after I'm still heated.
No,
but I have to convert that. I have to turn that energy into
but I love
something
it.
positive.
I love it.
Because
I love it.
I'm gonna hit you.
Yeah, and I'm gonna hit you back.
And I'm gonna hit you again.
And now the podcast only has 2 people.
I'm crying.
Because we both have black eyes.
No, then we're gonna show up next time with black eyes.
And we're both
be
like,
so.
Next time on.
Right.
So we fought.
Yeah. So I punched him.
I'll be in the middle.
We're like the whole time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just feel like there's so many arguments and disagreements that can be resolved through like mutual understanding. But the gays are so adamant on having their point be understood that I feel like it's hard to fathom a situation where they would find a mutual ground.
Yeah.
Unless like a third party is like, girl, you were on bullshit. You need to like apologize.
But that's that avoidant bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't get that. I don't get why you would sit with your feelings and let that shit fester and get
because
like,
you have
get
to
more and more upset.
Or
by the day.
think you're right.
Someone that is kind of avoidant, I have to sit there and process what I'm going to say, especially because I'm such a high vibrational person. I don't want anything that I say to come off insulting, degrading, demeaning, or even come off rude. I want to get my point across, so it's like, how do I say this? Because I do love this person without us having this prolonged argument or disagreement.
Yeah.
For me,
so you don't lash out.
Right.
Are you saying you're the same way?
And
like
I want to
you
make
think
sure
about
what
it?
I'm saying makes sense.
For me, similar to Terry, but I would take like a day to figure out if I'm overthinking or I'm like making it bigger than it should be.
Yeah.
Like a couple hours or something.
It really, I mean, I can't speak for Selama, but I think it does take some type of like, I would say this, it takes a lot of mental fortitude and emotional mental fortitude.
Yeah.
To be able to look at a situation holistically and be like,
yes,
I don't need to argue with you in this way for my point to be understood.
And I don't need to yell.
And I also don't need to condescend or chastise
Right.
you or patronize you. And I realize that's a thing in the community with when it comes to friendships or arguments is like, we don't need to patronize each other. We don't need to get nasty. We don't need to get nasty or condescend.
Especially if you're
condescending.
my friend. It's a lot of, I see like
the
a lot of
minute that passive aggressive shit comes out,
and it's why
the nastiest side of me comes
yeah
out.
because what like
I've talked to me with
in
respect and like a person,
and I hate,
and you chose not to.
Agreed. And I hate when you ask me a question and then I hate when you ask me a question and then your response is another question. It's like, are you chastising me or do you want to ask me a question?
Or you answer that question that you just asked me. So it's just like, so
listen,
it's passive aggressive.
It's passive aggressive. You
It's
ask me.
patronizing, it's
You ask me a
condescending, it's
question,
fucked up.
and you're like, "Hey, X, Y, Z, blah blah blah. Is that true?" And then I'm like, "What do you mean?" And then you're like, "Oh, so it is true." I'm like, "Do you know your answer?
Right.
Or do you want to ask me? Or do you want to fight? Or do you want to ask me?"
Instead of being direct about it, you're being indirect and making me try to play
guessing games.
Yeah, because if you confront the issue, okay, that's the time where you should be like, okay, let's deal with this now.
Yes.
You truly figure out who your friends are in moments of conflict.
In moments of conflict. But like, I hate when like you're saying something and like you're cemented in it and someone tells you something else after and you're just like, you're already cemented in what you believe.
You're so decided.
You're so decided.
Nobody can change your
Someone
mind.
can change your mind. So it's like, you want to have no friends.
Gag it!
It's not constant.
Yeah.
So you have to allow yourself to have some type of like open-mindedness. If it's bullshit, it's bullshit, girl. If it's bullshit, it's bullshit, and I will beat you up.
Yeah, perspective is perception.
It
and if
is.
you think of everyone's mind as a camera, everyone has different settings.
Yeah.
They're taking the photo completely different each time.
Different sides.
And opinions are not facts.
Opinions are not facts, and perspective is just perception.
You ate that scrumdiddly yum yum a purr.
In the comments, y'all could tell us what's your perspective on like disagreeing with friends. Do you feel like in the community like we're very cemented in what we think and what we feel? Do you guys feel like there should be more like open-mindedness to disagreements with friends? Because I feel like we cut each other off too quickly. Sometimes we're on bullshit and that you do need to find yourself removing yourself from other people.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's like, yo, can we like
And what caused some of your friendships to end?
Do we need to take a month, 2 months to get over something?
Yeah.
Hell no.
Or to figure out how to approach it, how to talk to your friend of 9+ years.
And we're too grown for
what
the
is that
awkward.
about?
We're too grown for the awkward like interactions. I hate when like we go to a function and everyone's being weird now.
Why is everyone acting weird towards me?
No, we're not. Chill. Come on.
Because like we didn't resolve the shit properly.
And because
especially if it was public.
And because you decided to do it all over text. Like a weirdo.
And because you think you're right, so you can't even think or fathom a scenario where like there's more to the story.
Right, like, or you know what?
It's not what you thought.
I was wrong.
Imagine other perspectives.
Yeah. There's times where like I've had disagreements. I've had disagreements with friends. And I've had issues with friends. And I've thought to myself, you're not even allowing another perspective other than your own to take up space right now.
Yep.
You're just mad at me because you're mad at me.
And as a final note, when everyone else in your friend group sees what's happening and no one else speaks up for it,
cut them off.
Fuck all of you.
Oh my god, that's a good point. I do feel like I've never been in a scenario where I felt like I was right, and like the rest of the group was like, "No, you're wrong." I feel like I'm a punk in that regard. Like if y'all think it's correct, it's correct. Like if I'm against 3 or 4 other people, I'm like,
that's why
you definitely need like a devil's advocate.
Who's fighting 4 or 5 people?
Because sometimes bullying works.
I don't have time for that.
You know, like sometimes you have. I think if 4 of your friends is like, "Hey, take this," like, take it. Like, they're your friends. Like, I'm not condoning pushing, but kinda.
But also, if you can be avoided, I can too.
Right.
Avoid.
And now we are going to segue into what we like to call For the Record, which is
off the record.
Off the record.
Okay, so we're back with our segment Off the Record.
We're back.
And we are here with 3 submissions instead of 2 because come on, you guys are gluttons. Okay, so I'll read the first one.
And then we'll go down.
Yeah. Gee, we should have done that. So the first submission is, this person says, "I don't douche. I just lie and say I do, but I make them use condoms though." Girl,
that is so real.
Is it?
That is so real.
Is it though? I
don't douche. I just
say
lie
I do.
And say I do.
But is the other person like into that?
Okay, so
the condom is playing it safe.
The condom playing it safe. Also, like the other person didn't submit this, so we're talking about Miss Mamas here. Miss Mamas,
right.
I'm thinking jail.
Good for them.
Yeah,
I'm thinking jail. But Adrian says good for
this
you.
This is giving very. I know my body.
I know my body. Yeah,
and
my body, my choice.
My body, my choice.
My body, my choice.
And I choose.
That's nasty.
Not to do.
That's nasty.
No, but like some people, they know their body enough to be like, I'm good down there.
We don't judge,
honestly. If you
except,
know,
you
don't
douche.
If you don't douche, you don't douche.
If you know you haven't eaten in like mad long, like just let it be. It's fine.
Just shit on his dick.
Just shit on him, girl. Go piss, girl.
You have to know if it's like full in there or not.
That's nasty.
Okay, but my thing is like,
or you do like a test on top of the toilet.
Okay, but to be fair to them, like if they're using a condom and if any situation happens, they're the top is protected.
Plan B.
Plan B, the pill or the plan B? Like okay,
is the plan B.
I was like, and a plan B.
Yes. Pop a pill. Yes, please.
What if there's a condom?
Honestly, okay.
For the ovaries.
So I would say this, and like I guess we'll take turns gagging over this. Do what you want to do, girl. I say do what makes you comfortable, because sometimes.
Be nice. I'm finding it.
Other people know their body, so if you don't feel like you need to douche, to douche, then girl, don't douche. Like, more power to you, not to me, but power to you to do that. Yeah. I like to be an empty tunnel. Sorry,
I respect you.
Respect to those people.
With so much respect.
So Terry,
that's real.
So Skip.
All right.
Let me say something.
Goodbye, God.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Open.
yeah, I'm not gonna like guilt you for doing it because I feel like sometimes sex is spontaneous and you know, but like you sound premeditated. Like you're like you have the time.
You're going into it.
Yeah. You have the time to
I'm not
douche and you're like
douche.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I feel like it seems like you deliberately don't like.
You just
this person wouldn't know, but you don't douche at all. Like every single time you have coitus.
Yeah, just like ever.
Like, try it. It's not that bad. Like, give it a whirl. Yeah.
No.
Adrian, you have to read it for us.
But no worries. Hold on, wait.
No.
So we're gonna go on to the next question.
Why there two?
No, and it's scared. It's this one.
I'm scared.
Yeah,
okay,
this one.
All right. Next one. It's a confession. I miss catfishing men.
Oh.
That's how it starts. I had whole ass online relationships with so much men who loved me, thinking I was this star-studded female beauty. Now I no longer catfish and try to be myself, and it is so hard to get in a relationship.
Oh.
Let's do it. Catfish the movie was my story. Catfish the TV show is yours.
Wow. Oh, the layers.
Wait, someone.
This person not only catfished, but catfished as a woman.
This gotta be a millennial.
Girl, I would say this.
And they're saying it is now so hard to get in a relationship. Are you? You weren't in? Were you? Sorry. Let me rephrase.
You not have people
Were you
skills?
in one before?
So this is layered, girl.
This is so layered.
So I wanna, Cherry, you take the mic. Take the mic.
Who's still catfishing these days?
We're not judging.
I am.
Well,
the submissions. So I want to say,
I'm sure a lot of
we have
people
a judgy Capricorn here because the submissions we said that we won't judge y'all.
I'm
So
sure
we're not judging. We're reacting.
Right. That's why I rephrased.
Yeah.
But also, I wanna get behind star-studded female beauty. Was this a celebrity?
I don't.
You just picked a
were you
random
catfishing
model.
were you catfishing as Nicki
One of the
Minaj?
dolls.
I do. Okay. So my first thing I want to say before I actually start
Star-studded.
judging as well because I'm Terry, but
See?
Hold on. I want to know this. Is your difficulty with finding relationships, you feel like it's because you no longer catfish? Because like I would
Right.
say this, dating men suck. So like I don't know if catfishing them would be any better, girl. But I understand like men should be, like, I still don't know. If
I don't want to
would-
bring it to a place of judgment, but like
Yeah.
you really should. If you're talking about relationships
Yeah, you shouldn't
in
feel like
here,
you should-
which you
yeah.
are, you should really be trying to be as close to yourself and authentic
Yes.
as possible.
possible. I feel like if it doesn't work out and people aren't,
At least catfish as a guy. Like,
don't catfish at all,
Or catfish someone that looks
Not to be
similarly to you.
or don't catfish at all.
I was trying to be nice, but don't
But
don't
yeah,
catfish at
don't-
all.
But I also want to
there's
say
really no point.
Yeah, but I also want to say like it's clear that you no longer catfish. Would you understand the implications of that?
I
So
would hope
T,
not.
And it clearly wasn't successful.
and it wasn't successful because
You stopped.
you're still single.
You need
But,
something real.
That
Well,
part.
You need
but-
a real relationship.
Yeah, but also I would
Yeah.
say like now that it seems like you're older and you understand the implications of catfishing someone, that there is no successful end game. That
But
Just so-
imagine them thinking like, oh my God, I have this online relationship, but eventually it's just like all of them come to a halt because they're eventually gonna want to meet you.
yeah.
Oh wait.
So as soon as that comes, you're just like,
so
I'm gonna ghost you. I'm just gonna cut everything off.
that make me wonder. Did you?
Yeah,
Stop
what do you do when it's time to
catfishing-
meet?
Did you stop catfishing because you wanted to, or because you realized it's never gonna work out in this day and age where you could FaceTime someone?
I would hope they came to
I'm
realize
so sorry. This person is clearly living in a fantasy, like, and they don't want to leave.
No, I think from my perspective, I think they're clearly understanding that they were living in a fantasy.
Yeah, or they were,
and they're opting out, and they're just I think they're also just expressing the reasons or the driving force to why they were catfishing.
It's the
originally.
attention.
Yeah.
So I understand as someone who. Sorry, I've never catfished. So as someone who has been catfished, I can understand on another perspective why you would want to. But like Terry was saying, I think on Adrian, and I also think Selama said it too, there comes a point where it no longer would be acceptable or reasonable because you have to meet these people in person.
You have to meet them eventually.
Unless you're okay, unless you used to be okay with like just the fantasy of it and you never met them in
Or
person.
just transition, and then you will be
Okay,
a star-studded
so
beauty.
Yeah.
we went there. Okay.
Well, You don't have to transition.
I mean, you could, and then when you show up, you will look like your photo.
Unless you.
I mean, but who's to say this person isn't a man catfishing another man?
Unless you're
like
actively. I'm kind of good. Unless you actively want to be trans and you felt like the catfishing. And
I'm just exploring all options.
I'm not even laughing, actually. If you feel like, and I hope we're not going too far into this explanation, if you felt like catfishing as a woman felt more comfortable to you as like catfishing as your cisgendered self, maybe that's a larger story or a larger thing that you have to like converse.
Yeah,
I rest my case
internally with. But if you're just catfishing
for the hell of it,
and who are you catfishing? Were you catfishing straight men because you were playing the
most likely?
Yeah, you were playing the opposite sex. So I wouldn't see that you.
There's some layers I think we should unpack.
So let's unpack it.
And I think we should leave it at that.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
And then I think we'll move on to our final submission.
But good luck, baby.
Let me put on my glasses for this one.
Sorry, it's bad on you.
You better be.
Wait, hold on. I better be spitting on you, or I better apologize.
Open to interpretation.
Keeping that, y'all see how he be talking to me.
So we do have an anonymous weird question.
Okay, so I want to say this before Terry says the anonymous question. You guys need to start putting your initials or some type of like, is it alias or something, whatever.
But we also said it could be anonymous, and maybe they want to be.
I like to change what we said.
Okay.
Stop making it anonymous.
Fair.
Who are you?
But I mean like anonymous adjacent. Like just put an initial or like a pseudonym, and I mean like what people call you.
Yeah.
So
like,
we know if you send
like
a follow up.
Yeah, or that you know that we
true.
did this.
Yeah.
But they're gonna know.
I don't know. Anyway, Terry, let it rip.
Someone said, question for the four of you. Has any of you fooled around with each other or thought about it? Watch them skip this one.
Oh, don't challenge me. All right, let's get into it. Yes. Wait, no, not yes to have I fooled around? No.
Yeah, no.
But like,
no.
But thought of?
Maybe yes. My thing is this though.
I cannot.
My thing is this with you gays. Y'all cannot.
They're so horny.
Yeah, they have to sexualize us.
But like, my thing is like, why can y'all not see a group of queer people or like reasonably attract? Like I think my friends are attractive. As for me, I don't have any. I'm not even gonna go on that. Y'all know how I feel about my own looks. I think my friends are attractive. I just feel like queer people don't need to have this thought where because we're all in a group that we must have
we've had to have sex.
Like we had to have like. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure in some groups.
I have friends I've done that with.
I'm sure. Me too. I love kissing.
She will kiss a boy.
I will kiss a boy.
If it's one thing she will do, is kiss a boy.
Listen, I feel like if you're mature and your friends are also mature, and you're in a club and you're like feeling cute, feeling hot, you're feeling pretty, super thick, super fine,
super
and
fresh.
your friend is also looking super pretty, super fine, super thick, and your lips happen to be in each other's proximity.
Right.
What about it?
Sure. But I'm not looking at my sisters like, I'm going to get you tonight.
Yeah.
I'm going to get you tonight. No, we don't do that.
Yeah.
So I hope your fantasy has been
so there was no tension between us when we met?
I felt like it was in my head. I think, okay.
I don't think it fully was.
So like for me, like, okay, so let me tell this story of like, not with Adrian and I, but I'm telling you the story of like how I feel like when people think friend groups are attracted to each other. A long time ago, I used to be attracted to Selama.
There we go.
I don't feel like that's the thing anymore.
Right.
A long time ago, I was attracted to Terry. That's my sis.
Yeah.
The
point is we're friends now.
We're friends now. And I feel like we don't. Yeah, I feel like
it didn't go in that direction.
Yeah. Make no mistake. If I see them looking hot, I'm like.
At different points, I was attracted to both of you.
Thank you. I understand.
Yeah,
I get it.
I understand.
Yeah, I get it.
So to answer your question, no, we do not.
We don't have to go into the specifics of how much.
And to answer your question, we do not F word. Okay.
No.
Sorry.
No.
But if you want,
our purses have not bumped.
Freaky frogs.
if you want to see this,
Jesus,
click our
I would really like to see that.
Click our OnlyFans link right below here.
Right below.
Please support our OnlyFans link.
Yeah.
OnlyFans.com/
where we show
for the record.
It's spelled subscribe.
Yeah, it's spelled subscribe.
Where we show whole.
A gorgeous hole.
Not necessarily ours.
Ours, but something shown.
But some kind of hole.
Someone's.
A hole.
A hole. In the ground.
In the ground.
A hole.
And that being said, thank you for watching our show.
Thank you so much.
That's it.
Please like, comment, subscribe, and let us know.
Yeah. I want to know.
Do you be your friends?
Do you be your friends?
Do you be your friends?
You'll need
Put
to
in the comments. Do you guys be hooking up?
Watch a lot of people like, yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys be hooking up with your friends?
We want to know our
And
audience.
Do you believe in sisters before misters?
Yeah. And are your friends hot? If so,
I really want to know that.
I want to know that.
I really want to know that.
Bye.
Bye.